It's not rocket science. I believe as Americans, we have a moral obligation to, number one, succeed, and number two, assist others in that process. I'm to a point in my life now where, yeah, I know I can make $100,000, $200,000 a month in profit. That's not a big deal. But do you know what is? Is that I can assist others to do that. I get a bigger kick out of watching one of my students, someone that I brought to the industry that answered a newspaper ad, that didn't know me from Adam, that's willing to take on their life, join my entrepreneurial venture, and change their lives. And it doesn't matter what company we're all in. You joined your company for a reason. It's a good company, right? You wouldn't be a part of it otherwise. And if you're in the right company, it's going to wake you up in the morning. It's going to take you to bed at night. And if it's not doing that, then you need to sit down and evaluate to yourself, what am I missing here? And what's going on? Look at other people in the industry that are in your particular company and say, how much money are they making? And what do I have to do to achieve their success? And then just carbon copy them exactly. You're going to have to dig deep. It's going to take some time for you to be able to go out there and make that happen. Many of you in this room could be profitable in 2009 more than you've been in the last 10 years. And I know it can happen because I've seen it. I had a group of students of mine that right after Christmas made a decision. Remember, Latin root, decide, cut off from, I'm coming over here. They hadn't made any money. And they made a decision to make $100,000, and they did. Like that. Because they could. So what got you to fly from wherever you were here? What got you to sit in this room for 3 days to listen to all these different individuals? What information did you gather that you can take home and utilize in your business now and not allow someone else to tell you otherwise? Again, I'm going to suggest that you get a copy of my book, that you get multiple copies of this book. Because if you can assist others to now bring you customers, I don't care what your compensation plan is, I don't care what your product is. This book was written specifically to train people in my organization, but I wrote it in a general format so it would apply to any company. I have a lot of the multi-level and direct sales organizations that are putting this very book in their distributor kit, because when they get people signed up in the business, they want every person to have it. So if I'm you guys, I would want every single person that I sign up in my business to have a copy of this book so that they know exactly what to do and what not to do. This is my experience from 1994 until today, which makes me over $1 million a year in my business. So what I want you to have is $1 million. Do you guys want $1 million?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What are you willing to give?
Everything.
And then some. Because what happens is that when you have made that decision to move forward, you're going to have obstacles. Some of you are going to have things that have already popped up that are stopping you, and you feel like you're going to cry in this very moment because you don't think you're good enough. Or it works for Chad, but not for me. Or I'm going to look outside of myself and say, they have a reason why they succeed, and I don't have that. It's a lie. I have nothing more than anyone else in this room other than the fact I made the decision to make a different choice in my life. And I got up earlier, I stayed up later, I stayed focused, I looked for people that were more successful than me, I carbon copied them, I found out what they did, and I wrote it in the book.